beautiful garden to this beautiful spot. I thank you, each and every one of you, for coming and being here to share in this exciting and important day for Drew and Erin. Every one of you is a very special person to both Drew and to Erin. And I know that they are both so very grateful that you all came and traveled from so far to be here today. I also want to acknowledge the friends and family who couldn't be with us here today. You were each loved and missed at this very special event. I want to quickly introduce myself. I am Alexis Lauricella, and I'm a very good friend of Drew and Erin's from Chicago. I was ordained on the internet for 1895. And so while I'm not highly trained or qualified in the department of marrying people, I do have a PhD, which gives me the confidence to think that I can do anything. Just like Drew.
Just like Drew.
Plus, I called a woman in North Carolina and she agreed that I was allowed to do this, so we are all set to go. Now, I've only known Drew and Erin since they moved to Chicago in 2012. And in the last 7.5 years that I've known them, I've heard all about their love and passion for wine and how their love for each other and for wine began here at Wake Forest as graduate students. So it couldn't be more perfect that today we all gather here at Wake Forest to celebrate this truly perfect pairing of these two complex, bright, juicy, refined, well-aged individuals. Drew and Erin have asked that I keep this relatively short so that you can all enjoy more of the wine that they've selected for tonight. But given that we've all waited so very long for this engagement, I don't feel bad making Drew stand up here a little bit longer than he requested. This is a very, very special, exciting, and monumental day for Drew and Erin. Today, Drew and Erin are getting married. And marriage requires two people to love each other, to communicate with each other, to listen to each other, to trust each other, and then equally together decide to commit to it. But in today's society, not everyone who's in a relationship decides to get married. You can now do all sorts of things without getting married first. For example, you can move from North Carolina to Chicago to California with your partner. You can buy a house together. You can adopt a dog together, all without getting married. Today, Drew and Erin have actually made the decision to get married, even though they didn't have to. And to me, that makes this even more of a powerful day, an even more powerful decision, and an even more important day to celebrate. Drew and Erin have spent the last decade practicing the important factors that are critical for a happy marriage. Love, commitment, communication, trust, and equality in a relationship. So I want to highlight just some of the ways in which they've already demonstrated that they are truly ready for this leap into marriage. Of course, love is a key ingredient in marriage. You need love first. You need to know that your love for this person and for your relationship is strong and solid. It's like the story of the 3 little pigs. You need to build that strong house to support your relationship, and that love is a strong brick foundation that storms can shake up but never completely knock down. I've seen many ways in which Drew and Erin's love is strong and solid. The way they look at each other, laugh with each other, and at each other, and take care of each other in ways in which I've seen Drew and Erin's love in just their relationship. Another prime example that really stands out for me is the time when Drew stopped ellipticling for one day, pulled on some leggings, and did a bar class with Erin. That's not just pure bar, that's pure love. A second important component of marriage is commitment. Drew and Erin have continuously demonstrated their commitment to each other. In the obvious ways, Drew and Erin have lived together and had a healthy, committed relationship to each other. But more than that, Erin and Drew have been committed to supporting each other already through some challenging situations and circumstances, For example, Erin has moved 2 times with Drew in support of him in his career, first to Chicago and now to California. The fact that Erin was willing to leave this warm, beautiful, sunny North Carolina for the brutal cold of Chicago is one huge sign of commitment. The third pillar of marriage is communication, and the potentially more important and less talked about aspect of effective communication is listening. We all can attest to the fact that Drew is quite the communication expert. He has a master's degree and a PhD in communication, and boy can he talk. But importantly, Drew and Erin have together mastered the art of communication and listening to each other. One prime example of this is Erin has loved those funny-looking, short-legged little corgi dogs forever, and I've heard her talk about them for years. And Drew finally listened, and now they have their own sweet little pup that they're both over the moon with. Another critical aspect of marriage is trust. Drew works in a field of 90% women. He's at conferences all over the world with some very old, grumpy, nerdy, and socially awkward academics. And Erin trusts him completely. She also trusts him to buy good wine and to stay safe while he's lip tickling. And Drew obviously trusts Erin, as we all do, because Erin is hands down the kindest and most trustworthy person any of us know. Finally, equality. Now this is a shockingly new one on the marriage circuit, but now that I'm an expert on marriages, we're definitely adding it in. A marriage needs equality and shared responsibility. This is not a spreadsheet of tasks and duties. It's an emotional evenness to this relationship and to the commitment that each person fills different roles in the relationship. From what I've seen, Drew and Erin are very equal in their relationship. They share the responsibility of cooking and drinking. They both work hard, and they each do their own laundry. They make decisions together, Drew more loudly and confidently, and Erin more accurately. I know Drew and Erin will continue to find balance and equality in their relationship in this new stage of marriage. I want to end with a quote from someone who has demonstrated his expertise in understanding human behavior, Mr. Rogers, from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He said, "It always helps to have people we love beside us when we have to do difficult things in life." And Drew and Erin have shown just how critical this is. They have both achieved so much, independently and together, and it is because they've always had each other at their sides to get through it all. Today, they are committing in front of all of us that they will continue to be that love that is always there beside each other throughout their lives. Drew and Erin today have written their own vows, which they will give to each other now. Drew.
Thank you. Erin, I know that you and many of the people standing up here and many of the people out in the audience have waited mostly patiently for today, for our chance to share our love with the friends and family that we love. And the wait was never because I didn't love you with everything that I had. It was never because I wasn't sure that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Standing here today, I'm absolutely beyond happy to commit to you forever. And I'm struck by how perfect it is to commit to each other in the very place where we began, walking through the garden, touring the Ronaldo house, celebrating our master's degrees with lunch and a bottle of Mirasu at the Village Tavern. But, more than think about yesterday, I'm most excited about tomorrow, about what comes next, about building our home, traveling the world together, opening our Corgi retirement facility. We have so much ahead of us, so many more tomorrows, so much more life to traverse together, and that's very exciting. So to that end, I promise you this. I promise to support you in your life, your career, and your pure barring. I promise to work as a team to overcome the challenges that we face, that we will face along the way. I promise to be a good dog parent to I. I promise to make you laugh, to call you silly nicknames that you don't really like, and to generally have fun. I promise to keep your glass of Chardonnay full. And above all, I promise to love you every day, no matter what, no matter where we are, no matter what you're doing, because I think you're the absolute best, and I love you.
Well, I'm going to say ditto to all of those things. Drew, I love you so much. I've loved you for 3,201 days. That's 8 years, 9 months, and 5 days, in case you were wondering. Since we met on campus until now, we've grown together. From being fresh out of undergrad to someone in their 30s, I'm not sure how, but we're officially adults. I didn't know a day trip to a Penn State Virginia Tech basketball game would lead to our wedding, but I'm so glad it did. I'm so incredibly lucky to have a partner like you. You're my forever champion, challenging me to be strong and independent, all while holding my hand in this roller coaster we call life. We've moved across the country twice. The first to Chicago was a big test, but we ended up with the best friends we call family in a city that we adore. California has pushed us in new ways too, but we're our own little family, with I'm, of course, and our little house making new memories together. I'm fortunate to have you, someone who shares the same passion for travel, discovery, and culture. From going with you on your first European trip all the way around the world to show you my love of Japan. We're a great team. We might stumble through different languages, but as you all know, we managed to find the best food and wine. We've tackled learning new cities, from finding the most abandoned industrial park, otherwise known as craft breweries, to the best sushi in town. It's not easy, but we've found our way of working together and building our own lives and finding that ever important balance. That's really the best part, discovering life with you. I can't wait to toast to the future and to see what will come our way. I know it's going to be an adventure, and I look forward to whatever we eat. I wouldn't want to spend my life with anyone but you. You make us complete. You mean everything to me, and I'll forever love you.
Do you, Drew and Erin, promise to commit, love, trust, communicate, and support each other equally in marriage throughout your lives? Drew and Erin, you have both made your vows to each other, committed to love and support each other throughout the years. Your dedication to each other is evident in your vows tonight. As a final symbol of your commitment and love for each other, you have chosen to exchange rings. Drew, as you place this ring on Erin's finger, please repeat after me. Things at once. Okay. You are my life, my love.
You are my life, my love,
And with this ring, I marry you.
and with this ring, I marry you.
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership
I promise to be open and honest in our partnership
and pledge myself to you from this day forward.
and pledge myself to you from this day forward.
Erin. As you place this ring on Drew's finger, please repeat after me. You are my life, my love. And with this ring, I marry you. I promise to be open and honest in our partnership. And pledge myself to you from this day forward. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. And now to all the friends and family who have come to celebrate this marriage, I would like to present the married couple, Erin and Drew.
Bye.